You filming?
Yep.
Right, then let's do this. Oh, I lost a pound.
That's in the right direction.
Yeah. What have you done? 2 off.
Have I?
Well done.
That's better than nothing, isn't it?
Yay!
Better than nothing.
So as you can see, it's not been a bad week this week. Even though I had my binge, and I talked about it in the video the other day, Fridays are a really difficult day for me, although I got some really good advice today, which I'll tell you about in a little minute. But I came in with a pound off, which I'm okay with actually. I probably could have done a lot more damage than that. And to still come in with a loss means that I probably was on target for maybe a £3 loss if I hadn't done my binge. But there you go, just to show you. So it is, you can see that there, minus £1, which means I'm 3 stone, 1.5 pounds in total. And my current weight is 18.4.5, as you can see there. So I'm okay with that. Do yours?
Yeah. I lost £2 this week, so let me see that. Is that there?
Yeah. You lost £2.
£2, so...
Which you're slightly, not annoyed about, but it's slightly miffed.
I would have liked 3, but like I say, I think 2 to 2.5 is my usual thing if I've had a good week.
So when you say you'd have liked 3, why is that?
Because that would take me to my next award, which will be the 5.5.
Yeah. So you are
I am
£1
away
from
5.5.
5.5 stone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a really good.
Yeah.
What's it called? Really good. What's it called?
Therapy. What?
Image therapy. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. It was really good today.
Yeah.
Really, lots and lots of advice. Lots of people talking about different ways of helping each other, which is why we stay to group. I talked about having had binge eating disorder previously, and that I still, have wobbles, and that Friday was a big wobble for me. Even though I wasn't hungry and I wasn't even fancying it, I still ate for the sake of eating. Tace, who is our new consultant, said that one of her evening group members has a similar problem, and she makes up a platter. I'm showing my arms there. A platter of free food and speed fruit, so that basically she can sit there of an evening and just eat the entire platter. So whether that's some yogurt or some quark with flavouring, different fruits and berries and all of that, and she can basically sit and pig out on that entire platter if she chooses.
What days though that we've had? We go into Asda and buy the small pots of quark. I think that was 75p at the minute. Every day, usually without fail, apart from I think Monday night when we're at group, when our support group, I don't eat too late. I did have one last night. I don't always, but I had. I normally make up 3 a day. Usually 2 that we have. So we have 1 each for our puddings with loads of fruit and stuff at the evening, and then I always make an extra pot and just put some vanilla and that in it and leave it in the fridge. And later on, I always go back and I always get one in late at night to stop me binging, because otherwise I will go looking for food in the fridge in the middle of the night. Yeah. So I said that stops me binging.
Yeah, but for me, it's always Fridays, and I've said it before in the videos. Something happens. Friday is my hump day because it's in between the 2 Tuesdays where we get weighed on one Tuesday. So I get weighed, and then you go, "Oh, image therapy has been really good, really good. Really can do this. Really can do this. Oh, I don't think I can do this. Oh, I'm struggling. Wobble." And then I go, "Bugger! I've had a wobble. I better pull that back." Oh, tight on plan up to the next Tuesday, and then I'm back ready for weigh-in. And I think I just need to plan for my binge. I need to plan a binge.
So maybe doing the same, maybe just making sure we've got loads of stuff prepped up in the fridge for you for Fridays.
Yep. So and just make sure that
if you want to eat all of that, it's all free stuff that you can have.
Yeah, and maybe do things like some, maybe a bit of chicken breast.
What about those tiny little? You can put in the little silicone molds and do those like bacon and mushrooms.
No, it's not. It's not really. Like
little omelette-y things.
It's not really savoury stuff, is it? No. It's
sometimes
it's the treat bars.
But sometimes.
But again, I guess I'm just gonna play it by ear, really.
But I'm saying compared to me, I'm more sweet things, and sometimes you like more savoury.
I like more savoury things. Yeah, so. But I guess if I do that and just kind of plan plan a feast and have a Friday feast. That's what I'm going to call it. I'll have a Friday feast. I'll have an on-plan Friday feast.
I used to like
That's
them.
what I'm going to do. That's what I'm
still
going to
like
do.
them.
What, feast chocolate, the things? No. I'm going to do a Friday feast this week. So I've set my target for £3 because I still want to get my 4-stone award before Christmas. It's looking less and less likely now, unfortunately, but I can do it, or thereabouts. If I get my 3.5 stone award, I'll still be amazed, because I said that right the way through, didn't I?
That'll be all right. If I come in with 2 next week, then I could be at my 6 stone by Christmas.
Yeah,
You
could easily.
I'll just see how it goes. But hopefully, I said I'm kind of the last couple of weeks or so, I'd lost a bit of motivation with what I was doing and kind of got a bit sloppy, a bit lazy with, my portion control. And like I said, this week, even back to sort of maybe like being really careful about my teaspoons of white options that I put in my mug, and putting a little bit more Soya Light in my drink to kind of, because I normally like a big tankard kind of drink. And it makes it a little bit watery, but I quite like it, so I still fill it up anyway, and it kind of fills me up when I go to bed. But I still have that, and like I say, sometimes I've been a bit lazy and gone, 1 heap teaspoon, and normally I put 2 level teaspoons in it, but no, I'd been putting heaps in. So I said I'd put a little bit less in this week and then come back with the 2. So I was quite surprised. I didn't know, like I said, I had all my sins as well all week.
Well, I think what I need to do is just to do more prep and more planning. But as I say, I'm happy with £1 off. I am okay with that. It's been a really stressful week.
Yes.
Ridiculously stressful. This week's going to be just as stressful, I've got a feeling. But I need to just knuckle down and stay on plan. I mean, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, £1 off is good. Considering what happened, I just need to protect that next week.
But I said, without Slimming World, how much damage could we have done?
Oh God,
just on a stressful week.
So I've lost 3. What was it? 3 stone.
You have done really well.
3 stone 4.5. 3 stone 1.5. 3 stone 1.5. Without Slimming World, I would be at least 3 stone 1.5 heavier, plus probably more on top because I'd have been eating normally. So I would probably be more like 5 stone heavier than I am now.
I think this Slimming World actually makes me a little bit more mindful about, even if you think, I'm going to have something off plan, you're still more careful with it so that, you don't do tons of damage.
Oh yeah, and I mean, my binging
we're more, we kind of know what does it and what doesn't now. So,
my binging this week was Hi-Fi bars and Open Light bars. It could easily have been pizza and burger. Yeah. It could easily have been. Yesterday we celebrated. Well, we didn't celebrate. We remembered the Trans Day of Remembrance, and the which is an annual event where we remember the lives of those lost to murder, we remember the trans victims of murder, basically. So across the world, the people where they've been reported that they were openly trans or non-binary and were murdered, and it's an annual event, and we light a candle for everybody and read the names, and it was 325 people.
Was it last year? Last year was a bit different, was it?
Yeah.
How the ceremony kind of
how the service. But anyway, so we were planning that and doing that, and yesterday we'd made 48 cupcakes, some chocolate chip. I made 48 cupcakes, chocolate chip cupcakes, and then some quint chocolate ones. So there were 5 different types of chocolate in these other chocolate cupcakes. So they were a chocolate cupcake with dark chocolate chips, white chocolate chunks, and on the topping they had a white and white and milk chocolate swirly thing, didn't they? And I didn't have one, not a single one. I had a tiny little tiny bit of a pea-sized bit of the icing just to taste the fruit flavour one, because we had a fruit mixed fruit berries, summer berries flavour icing on some of them, and that was it. And I didn't want one. I didn't crack because I knew that I can't. Well, I could, but I wouldn't have come in with £1 off. So it's just about, it's Slimming World is resetting us. And it is changing the way we think. It's just happening slowly, and unfortunately for some of us, those old habits are dying harder than others. But as I say, came in with £1 off. You came in with a really good £2 off. You'll get your 6 stone for Christmas,
Hopefully.
and I'll get my 4 stone, or I'll get it, you know, shortly in the new year. I'm getting there, and that's the important thing. And I think for everybody out there, yes, we have binges. Yes, we have days off plan. Yes, we have, you know, we can all sabotage ourselves. It's just getting straight back on plan. Drawing that line, as we said in the 5 tips video, draw that line, get straight back on plan on the next meal. And that's what I did. As soon as and what we also talked about in image therapy was that I always say to Rufus the next morning, oh, I buggered up. I had all my sins last night. In fact, I had 40 sins, 45 sins instead of, you know, 15. And I do always come clean now because I've got to. Because that's the way for me to acknowledge what I've done, draw that line under it and move on. And you do the same, don't you, if you've had a binge? And it's just, together we've learnt that, partly as a couple, but also partly that helps us maintain our losses and protect our losses. So you
find it helpful that sometimes if you can't control yourself, you give me all your treat stuff.
Yeah, I'll be doing that this week again.
But then I also, myself, I still binge. I go and buy things that I think I really want. There might be a lot of sins, but I just store it away. Instead of eating it, I now occasionally will go to the kitchen and have a real big binge and try and binge on free stuff, mostly, if I can. But yeah, I will buy things and really, really want it, buy it, and then go, oh no, I can't eat that. It's too many sins, I can't eat it. But I wanted it.
Put it in a drawer.
Yeah, put it in a drawer. And it sits there for how many months?
Yeah. But we've talked about it again before, you've got the willpower to do that.
Yeah.
I haven't.
But yeah.
If I did that, I'd be eating it all.
That's it. But like I say, yeah, I still buy it and still waste of money in it. But
it's just old habits, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, how did you get on with your weigh-in this week? How did you do? We always like to know. I've got to apologise to every one of you because we keep saying we're going to sit down and go through all the comments, and we're so busy at the moment and so stressed and so poorly half the time that when we're not busy, we're literally trying to catch up on sleep, and our bodies just give out, don't they? We've not been in the best of health for the last few weeks.
Well, we got in, what was it, last night? We got in at just gone, I think, midnight.
No, it's about quarter past
12. We got in last night, or this morning, is it now? Got in, had to kind of chill down from obviously having our sessions at group in the evening, and then it was just getting the dogs sorted, putting them to bed, sorting ourselves out, going to bed. Then I chilled for like half an hour and played some zombies on the PS4 briefly, but I can't do it for long, having bad hands. So I did it for a short time. But my eyes were just so tired, so I said I played it for like 20 minutes, half an hour at most. And that was pretty much it.
We are flat out busy at the moment. But we will find an afternoon and sit down and we'll answer all of your comments from the past few weeks. And we will get to that, I promise you. We have done the Be Brave, Be Yourself video. That'll be being uploaded today as well. And so, yeah, do let us know how you've got on, because it is really important. And if you've got any tips for me to how to get through binging, whether you've done the platter things, whether you've done anything like that, because, you know, I now fear Fridays. But do let us know in the comment section. And as always, do please give us a like, subscribe. You can contact us on Instagram, Beyond Authentic SW, but that's the same on Facebook. And yeah, that's it, really.
Don't worry though, I can watch you every Friday. Like a ninja, I'll watch you. Every time you go to try and eat something, no, don't touch it.
What you'll have to do, so we've got a CCTV camera, we've got 3 cameras in the house.
We should put some secret cameras in the rooms and watch you.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we've got 3 cameras in the house for the dogs and for the skink, for the lizard, for Toff. Maybe you're just going to have to turn them all around so they all point to me in the bedroom. That sounds kinky, doesn't it? I don't mean it like that, but I mean to monitor where the treats are. So the minute if I try and go skulking round for a hi-fi bar, it's like, oh.
We have actually done a little video of her eating a mouse.
Her food. So
on
we'll pop
Sunday,
that up as well as a bonus video.
That was quite cool.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going now. Do please leave comments, do like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all on a video very, very soon.
We will.
And as we always say on Tuesdays, happy slimming.